Orange Show Stadium, San Bernardino, California, Saturday, November 4, 1961. J.C. Agajanian presents 50-lap National Championship Midget Auto Race. Meet your drivers. Car number 45 is Parnelli Jones with the Hollywood Spring and Axle Special. Parnelli just broke a bad luck streak by finishing second in the big 100-mile championship held at Sacramento last week and should be a man to watch tonight. Parnelli was voted Co-Rookie of the Year this year and just won the Sprint Car National Championships for 1961. Jones will be driving the Hollywood Spring and Axle Special number 45. Parnelli last ran here in March of this year, but was not able to compete in the main event due to damage on his car while running in a heat race. Car number 27, Bill Cantrell, the Lynch Offie. Billy Cantrell, known as the Old Gray Fox. Local fans have seen Billy in action at this track for the last 15 years. Billy has won his share of races here, also had his share of bad luck. A few years back, Billy was running hard to win, and while going down the back stretch, lost control and flipped all the way down the straightaway. The fans were hushed while an emergency crew ran to Billy's help. Billy climbed from his car, and nothing more than a few scratches or bruises. His fans applauded wildly to see their favorite climb out of that wrecked car. Billy will be driving the Lynch Special number 27 and will be a hard man to catch tonight. Car number 41, Joe Garson, the Graham Offie. Bullet Joe Garson, probably the oldest man in competitive auto racing today, will be another boy to watch. Joe's been racing far more years than A.J. Foyt is old. Joe started racing cars back in the 30s and has been quite successful at it. Joe will be at the wheel of the white and bronze Graham Offie number 41, and with any luck, could win this one tonight. Car number 5, A.J. Foyt, Bose Seal Fast Special. A.J. Foyt is the racingest champion in racing history. A.J. has competed on the East Coast, West Coast, Middle Coast, in midgets, sprints, and championship cars. A.J. started his career in midgets a few years back, and since that time has made it to the top of the mountain of success by winning everything from the 500-mile race to winning the National Driving Championship 2 years in a row. A.J. is known as a charger. He runs just as hard from the back of the field as he does from the front. Last week in the 100-mile championship race in Sacramento, Foyt started in the third row and in just a few laps had taken over first place. By the middle of the race, A.J. had a healthy lead on the second-place car, but he was forced out with engine trouble near the end. This will be Foyt's third appearance at Orange Show Stadium. A.J. first ran here in March of this year and proved to be a real crowd pleaser by winning it on the last lap. His second bid was just as strong by taking the trophy dash and 50-lap main event. It'll be interesting to see if Mr. A.J. Foyt can make it 3 in a row. Do you remember when? Story by Lawrence Nelson. How many fans still remember those nerve-tingling, spine-thrilling midget races that had you standing time after time cheering your favorite driver? My mind drifts back to Sunday, November 14, 1948, when the great Gib Lilly took the beautiful Marvin Drake Offie number 38 around on the fastest lap at 15.76, and the two-car trophy dash was won by Gib Lilly in 51.54, with the late Johnny Garrett in his shadow with the Serto Offie number 16. The 50-lap main event was won by the up-and-coming Troy Ruttman in the black and white Murphy Offie number 74 in record time. You remember on Friday, August 26, 1955, during the 30-lap main event when Jimmy Hayes on the 10th lap had his engine go bad on the home stretch. Don Horvath and Willie Swift, close by, tangled in order to miss Hayes. Horvath steered his car to the infield and jumped out while the car was still moving, but his car started up, and cut through the infield and across the track, hitting the outside crash wall and climbing up on a light standard with the engine still roaring away. Remember the sensational flip of Danny Oakes on the backstretch crash wall, end over end about 5 times along the wall, with hardly a scratch. This happened in the blue and white Offie number 65. Remember at the start of the 40-lap race on August 25, 1950, when Wild Bill Zering in the silver Offie number 3 turned over several times and hurtled over the wall on the first lap? He also was uninjured. Then there were those terrific duels between Perry Grimm and Jackie Sayers, Alan Heath, Harry Stockman, Don Cameron, and Billy Garrett, Bob Ball, George Amick, Roger Ward, and the cream and white Ford number 27. They showed his exhaust to many a driver. All the thrills and spills on this track started May 1st, 1947. The winner of the first main event was Bill Zering in the White Drake number 2 on a hard and dusty track. Space will not allow to tell all the great races that were run on this fine track, but many a driver cut their racing teeth here to go on breaking records and hoping for a shot at Indianapolis win, which several lucky drivers did accomplish. Here's hoping that today will bring back those good old days when both grandstands are nearly full of roaring fans.
Hey, this is Harold. Glad you enjoyed that video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, put your comments down below. There's a lot more where this one came from.